help you, even though it's in a different section. Repeat after me. Eliminate.
Eliminate.
Repetition.
Repetition.
Change of content.
Change of content.
Change of meaning.
Change of meaning.
Wrong cause and effect.
Wrong cause and effect.
Wrong compare and contrast.
Wrong compare and contrast.
Okay, so basically the idea of the sentence, let me show you something. A sentence that you're joining together needs to have all of the pieces. So if this was the two sentences, are there any pieces missing?
Yes.
Can you point to the missing piece? Okay?
Here.
So that means that you were getting rid of some of the content. All
So
of the
it's a run-on sentence.
all of the important content has to be there, or else there's something wrong with the content. And so what I did, sir, because of this, I went ahead and brought one. These are very expensive at the Dollar Tree. Because when we're revising, don't change the content, just change the order. Keep the content so that it makes sense the way it is.
Yeah, now they're 125 in Dollar Tree.
Okay? So one of them is going to sound the best, and it's not gonna be, oh, I forgot one couple more things. What else do we have here? We can't pick a run-on or a fragment, and we can't pick a comma conjunction. Because remember, we're saying this, I like pizza and tacos. You don't need a comma there. But a lot of kids will put it anyway because they were told by somebody, every time you see and or, put a comma, and that's not correct. Okay, now, I have some cookies.
Brownie.
Brownies, thank you. And I have some fruit for you healthy people. If you would like one of those and the money, raise your hand. That's what I thought. So hold your hand like this and say, Mr. Aragon, have hunger, we'll do strategies for food. Amen. All right. So if I give him extra money at the end, it might be so he can buy you motivational snacks. It might be that he uses it for more cash prizes. You can buy whatever you want. Now, let's go ahead and write a few more letters. What letter did I tell you to write next to the 4? R. The U was for what? Underline. That bracket I made is called labeling.
Labeling.
Every single time you have multiple choice, how many do you have to eliminate?
3.
3. Who said that's fast? Right
Me.
back there. Table
3.
4. Okay? So you're gonna eliminate 3. That doesn't look like. we're having. My gosh. I think what's gonna happen the next time I have kids, we're gonna have quadruplets. We're gonna have 4 kids instead of 1.
Are you gonna have them or what?
We can have 3 we eliminate, and we can only select what? 1. So that's why I like using this. Once you read it, underline, label the way he's been teaching you, like the cans. Eliminate how many?
3.
Select how many?
1.
And even if it's online, that's the way it's gonna be. You're gonna select 1. The only thing I noticed that's different in Dr. Aragon, they said that on online, they're not gonna go A, B, C, D, F, G, H, J, A, B, C, D. They said that it's gonna be almost impossible to make the mistake, so it's gonna be puro A, B, C, D is what I was told. Is that what you have been noticing on the practice test, or have they been giving the alternating?
No, they're still gonna give an alternate.
Okay. From the state as well, or just the district benchmarks? Okay. So be aware, guys, you might only see A, B, C, D. Okay?
Okay, no, it's actually a good point.
All right. These guys are next. What I'm going to ask you to do, circle, because it helps with revising, circle any commas that you see in letter F, just commas and period. Circle all the commas that you see in letter F and any periods. Do you see any commas? Yes or no? No? Do you see any periods?
Yes.
Okay. And there it is at the end. Oh, sorry.
10-minute mark, by the way, Mr.
All right, thank you. All right, you guys have the floor. Letter F. Go ahead.
All together.
Ready? Go.
My brother really likes
Wait. 2, 3.
My brother really likes eating things that taste delicious or smells great. Because it doesn't seem to be able to know how to when to resist or say no.
Stop. You see that puzzle piece right there? He likes
Eating.
eating any food. He likes any food. Because it changed the content, it was like one of the puzzle pieces being what? Taken out. So because you saw new content, what was that E that we're gonna do there? Lemonade, right. Lemon. Oh. And what I suggest you do, write what's missing. What was missing? I don't see the word eating anywhere, and eating was an important part of the sentence. You can't leave the content. It's like leaving out, this whole sentence was about eating, and you can't just leave it out. So we're gonna eliminate that one. And so if you cross it off on this side, it's better when you're doing your online testing. That way you don't actually touch the one that you're gonna pick. And then if you could put a C. The C was that word that I told you. If you change the content, then it's wrong. All right? That was pretty good. I'll give them 3 points, Doctor. Okay? Back to team 1, letter G. Do you see any commas?
Yes.
Okay. I want them to say comma. If you can circle the comma that's there. Is there more than one comma?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What I noticed, most students in high school don't pay attention to the commas. A comma doesn't mean stop, it means what? Slow down. So watch what happens if we slow down. If it doesn't sound right, then that means it's a comma conjunction problem. Okay? You guys have letter G. Follow along with your pencil, please. Go ahead.
My brother who really.
Wait. 1, 2, 3. My brother.
Comma.
My brother really.
You gotta. If it has a comma, let's say it.
Okay.
Okay, and this is very important, Mr. Aragon, because I noticed on the real test it had it like that, so I was like, oh, it's telling me more information about our subject. Okay, ready, guys?
1, 2, 3. My brother,
Comma.
who really likes eating any food that tastes delicious or smells great, comma.
Stop. That means you're saying, hey, Vato, in case you don't know my brother, he likes eating anything. So, if you can do me a favor, draw an arrow from brother to everything that they just told you about him. Mr. Aragon, comma, who is the most amazing teacher in this school, comma, is paying for our lunch today.
Is that true?
No, I'm done.
Here he is.
Right there. I'm gonna turn her volume up. She bought her. She's like, this is the knob control, sir. I asked her to bring it like that, so she gets 3 points because you can wash your hair later. Okay. All right. So am I allowed to tell you a little bit more about a person?
Yes.
Yes, I just did it with Mr. Aragon. Steve Ferris, who is making a lot of money just holding a camera today, is really excited about the money he's going to go home with.
Period.
Woo! All right.
3 points.
So, there was nothing wrong with it, but all they did was added the who to say, oh, I'm going to give you a little bit more information about this subject, okay? And just so you know, the answer that was correct, that was what the problem was. Am I down to 5 minutes or lesser?
5 minutes.
Okay, all right. They were a little bit louder. We'll give them 2 points for team 1. Team 2, letter H. Put a question mark on G, guys, because it sounded okay, but there could be something gooder. I mean,
Better.
I like talking the way students write.
Grammar, sir.
Yeah, I know. Ready? You guys see any commas?
Yes.
And listen carefully. Mr. McDonald. Thank you, sir. Bonus point. C's. Too many ands.
Too many hands.
If you got more than one and, guys, usually it's
Run-on.
run-on. Okay? So if you can do me a favor, circle all of the ands I noticed right away, I was like, oh, that sounds like too many ands. And there's a lot of students that write that way. Instead of putting and, you probably should have put a stop sign called a period. Okay?
There's no and.
There's just one.
I thought I saw two.
In H there's two.
I two.
One there,
On top.
and then I thought there was another one somewhere.
I
Yes, okay? So something's probably not going to sound right with the repetition of and.
That's how I read.
I always tell them, sir, one and, usually the last one is the one to keep, or the first one. It depends on how it's written, okay? Ready? Team 2, go for it.
My mother really likes eating any food that tastes delicious and smells great.
So, independent class, put I, C right there. That makes sense. And then I have a coordinating comma fanboy. Are you allowed to do that? Let's see if it makes sense. Continue.
He doesn't seem to be able to know when to say no. And having a lot of weight this past year when the food tastes delicious.
Okay, so the only thing they did, the content is still there, but they have the and how many times? 2 times. And that's what I noticed on the test. It was like, they throw in an extra and to see, oh, do the students notice or do they just ignore it? So between the two, which one's better? The one that tells me more about the brother or the one that repeats?
The one that tells you more.
Okay, so let's eliminate that one. As a whole class, letter J, 5-point bonus for the loudest group. Ready? Any commas?
One.
Okay, listen, I
Hey,
can tell right
this is
away
up.
it's one of these.
Run up.
Okay? Okay? Make sure you say comma though so you can listen. Oh, I wasn't supposed to slow down, I was supposed to.
Keep going.
Stop.
Stop.
Who said stop over there?
Over here.
Slow down.
Ready? Last one, go.
My brother really likes any food that tastes delicious or smells great.
Not fast. Because some of us are slow readers. Ready? Slow down, lip, nice and loud, but just a little bit
I
slower.
need to get points
Ready?
at least though.
Ready, go.
My
My brother really likes
that
any food
delicious or
that tastes delicious, smells great, comma.
to know when.
It doesn't seem to
I finished a long time ago.
Comma. Period.
So if you can fix this, please. That became a run-on, so what does that have to change to?
Period.
And that would have to be a
Capital letter.
capital. Go ahead and
That
do
one
that.
elimination.
Because of that, that run-on, you could put RO right there and say, oh, Mr. Aragón, I could tell that was a run-on. The comma should have been a
Period.
period. So the only one that was good was the one that said, let me tell you more about my brother. The team with the most points, sir.